I can remember being in church and I mustered up the courage to go. I was like, I'm gonna go again. And so I went and I got a call saying, hey, Kaison is having behavior issues in kids' church. We're gonna need you to come pick him up. And I hadn't been in service for like 15 minutes. I was like, what am I gonna do? And so I was like, I'm not gonna allow the enemy to get in my head. I'm gonna keep going. And he got kicked out 4 times in a row. And I was just kind of like, maybe church is not for me anymore. Kaison is like a little old man trapped in a kid's body. If you ever meet him, he will hold a conversation with you through and through. He'll ask you a million questions. Very early on, they wanted to diagnose him. At first, they thought it was autism, and then they wanted to diagnose him with oppositional defiance disorder, but he was too young. And then they wanted to diagnose him with ADHD, but he was too young. And so they were like, he's too young for us to officially diagnose him. We'll just say he has hyperactive challenges. Streaming church at home is okay, but there's no community in my living room. I would just read my Bible at home and read Bible stories to my son, make sure as best as I thought I could give him some type of Jesus, right? And a young lady saw me out one day and me and her started talking and she was like, you should come to church with me tonight. And it was a Thursday. And I was like, church is on Sundays, not Thursday. I can remember the first time we came in October of 2023. I'm sitting in there. Literally, I was checking my phone every 5 minutes. I was like, she's about to text me. She's about to call me. Come get him. We're kicked out again. We enjoyed free pizza and that's it. And I made it through service, the whole service, and I was shocked. And I ran back and I was like, how did he do? What was that? And she was like, he's fine. Calm down. He's fine. And I was like, oh, okay. And we came back the next Thursday and the next Thursday, and it's been almost a year. I think for me, one of the reasons that I keep coming is it's one thing for people, good church people, to tell you oh, we love you and we're here for you, but it's different when they show you. To know God's love and then to experience it, to say hey, I know Compass loves me. I know Kristen loves Kaison. That's what kept me coming. And so what Kristen and the team have done for me is they made God's word tangible to me. I think this is what being the church looks like. Even when it's inconvenient, even when it's challenging, we're gonna come together as a community and support each other. And that changed my life because it opened me up not just for my son to have the word and have community and be loved on, but for me to have my hope revived in community again and in church again. There are actually people that care. You are not alone. You don't have to give up. And it's okay to trust people. And it's okay to trust people with your children. The only reason you see me talking is because somebody chose to give. The only reason that my son is excited to come to church is because somebody chose to give. There were nights where I felt like giving up, and my son would cry to come to church. And that's because somebody gave and created a space for him. So if you're thinking about giving, don't just think about what you're giving or what you're sacrificing. Think about the life that you're possibly giving another family that has never experienced a normal church experience. It matters. And your giving matters because it affords some of us the opportunity that, quite frankly, we will never get or have never had.